For today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of ILIA Beauty. I have done a few full faces using all ILIA Beauty in my past, but since then they've definitely launched more products and I haven't done an updated video, so I figured it would be a great time to do so and demo some of their products that I have not showed on my channel before. So I'm going to start off with their True Skin Irradiant Priming Serum. I have tried this before in the past and I do like it, though I will say it hasn't I feel like in general primers I don't tend to just keep using. I don't know why, I just don't tend to use them that often, but that's also probably because on the day-to-day basis I normally just apply like a tinted sunscreen. But I will say this is very nice. It definitely feels like a serum, like the name of it says. It feels like you're just doing like that extra little skincare step where you're giving your skin a little bit more moisture and nourishment. And I do think it does provide like a nice smooth base for the next product or for your base products. Next, the Super Serum Skin Tint with SPF 40. This is a favorite of so many people, and while I do love ILIA and I love pretty much all of their products that I have tried, this is one of the products that I feel like hasn't worked that well for me. Maybe it was because, you know, I tried this more so when I was dealing with more acne, so maybe it didn't sit on the skin as well then. But I know this is one of their like most popular products. I have this in the shade ST6 Aura, and I am gonna apply it with, I feel like my hands is probably the best way to apply it. And this isn't gonna give a whole lot of coverage, but I know so many people just absolutely love this product. Also, I'm super excited because I'm going to be showing you guys some of their brushes. When I saw the ILIA launched brushes, I was so excited. I mean, just look at these. They looked so soft online and in person. They are so soft. Love the way that these feel. So I'm going to use these in today's video too, so you guys can see the brushes in action. But let me just apply more of this skin tint. This isn't supposed to give a lot of coverage, but it's supposed to give like a light coverage. And actually though, now that my skin, you know, I don't have like much texture and I don't have any active breakouts, I can see why people like this, because I mean, just look at how beautiful this looks on the skin. Obviously it looks very dewy, but you know, set it with a powder and I feel like this will just look beautiful. It just gives the skin such a healthy look to it. The skin just looks so beautiful and glowy. I personally feel like I look kind of like a grease ball, so it's a little bit more dewy than what I would typically go for, especially with like a tinted SPF. But I can see why people like this because it does look really pretty on the skin. And when I do have clear skin, this isn't emphasizing texture, so I do think that it does look really pretty. Me seeing this product in a different light, because, you know, that's something you can always like retest products depending on like your skin, because I feel like when your skin changes, whether it be like maybe your skin is like dry in the winter or the cold months, but you know, like a product might work differently for you in like the fall or winter versus like summer. But me no longer having acne, I can see why people like this more now. Like it does look very pretty. I do want to get a little bit more coverage because I do have like leftover acne marks, so I'm going to use their True Skin Serum Concealer. I have this in the shade SC 1.75 Burdock, and I'm just going to apply this for concealer under my eyes, and I'm also going to apply it kind of just around my face, almost like a foundation, just kind of like dotting it, because I do have like hyperpigmentation spots all around my cheeks, a little bit on my chin, so I'm just kind of applying it in dots all over my face, and I'm going to blend it in just to give some extra coverage. And actually, instead of using my fingers, I'm going to go ahead and use the Complexion Brush and use this to blend in the product. This is such a soft brush. I mean, wow, I love this brush. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like the other brushes. Like, these are beautiful. And it's definitely working really well. It's not looking heavy on my skin. Sometimes when I use brushes to apply like base products, it tends to look cakey. But this is not looking cakey at all. It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm sure it has to do with the products themselves as well. The concealer is a favorite of mine. I've been using the ILIA concealer for years. It's absolutely beautiful. It's creamy. It blends in really well. It gives, I'd say, like a light to medium coverage. And yeah, it's just looking so pretty on the skin. I'm gonna apply a little bit of the concealer too around my nose where it looks a little bit red. And just a little bit more on my cheeks because I do want a little bit of coverage. I want to get some more coverage than that skin tint gives. But like, this is so pretty. Wow. And this is blending into the skin so well. I am just loving how this is looking. I'm definitely looking very dewy, so I am gonna want to apply a powder, but I mean, my skin just looks, it still looks like skin. It looks beautiful. It doesn't look like I have a bunch of like heavy base products or obvious like foundation or concealer on. Then a product that I have been loving from them, this is like pretty much empty. This is the Lip Wrap Reviving Balm. They have a mask version as well. I also love that. I've been using that at night, but this is like pretty much gone, which is why I'm really happy I do have a backup. But this is like pretty much gone. I can barely get any product out, but this is such a nice lip balm just for applying throughout the day. So I'm just applying some so I can just have some moisture on my lips. So now I want to set my face a little bit. I'm going to use the Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder, and I'm going to use the finishing powder brush with this. Tap a little bit into the cap. I'm just going to take a little bit and apply it to like the T-zone area, but I don't want to apply it too much to like the cheeks because I am going to apply some cream products like bronzer and blush, so I don't want to put too much over there yet, like on my cheeks. Just kind of in these areas that are looking extra oily. This brush is also really nice. It's so soft and applies the product so nicely. So now I'm going to take the multi-stick face palette and I'm going to use the shade In the City. This is one of their multi-stick shades, this shade right here, which is a really nice like bronzer shade. I have been loving this. I need to get like the full size of it because it's so nice. So I'm just going to kind of use it like a bronzer slash contour. Just apply a little bit right there. And then I am just going to take this brush from Fit Glow Beauty. This is a really, really nice brush. I really like this for blending in bronzer. One of the Merit Beauty brushes is also really nice for applying bronzer. And then for blush, I'm going to use one of their multi-sticks, and this is in the shade Dare Ruby, which is this really pretty like red shade, which I thought would just be perfect for fall. I'm going to kind of go for like some reds in this video. I'm going to do like a red lip as well, but I just thought this color would be so fun for fall, different than what I normally go for. I don't know if I want to apply it directly to my face. I'm going to take some on my fingers. Take it on my fingers and just apply a little bit like that. I feel like the Perfecting Buff brush would actually be good for applying blush. So I'm actually going to try that brush to blend in this, even though I love just applying cream blushes with my fingers. I am going to blend it in a little bit with the Buff brush so you guys can see how this works, but I feel like this will work so well for this. And it does. That works really, really well. It makes it take a lot less time as opposed to using your fingers to blend it in. Yeah, that works really, really well. I'm also going to apply a little bit of powder bronzer as well. So this is their Drawn In Nightlight Bronzing Powder. This is the shade Drawn In, which is the lighter shade. They do have another shade as well. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this just to kind of bronze up my face even more. And this is the Makeup by Mario F2 brush. This has like a dual-sided brush, and this side is so, so nice for bronzer. Then I'm going to use the liquid highlighter. This is in the shade Nova, which is a really pretty like champagne shade. I'm just going to take a little bit like on the back of my hand, and then I take the sponge, kind of dab it on my hand, and then apply it this way, and I find that that works really, really well. Just makes it look really seamless and just blends in so nicely where it just looks so skin-like. And then I'm gonna use the Warm Nude, the Necessary eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's called Cocoon, and I'm gonna use the blending brush to apply this. So I'm just gonna take this shade. It's kind of like a light brown, like beige matte shade. I'm gonna use this for the transition shade in the crease. This brush is also really, really nice. And then I'm gonna take one of the liquid powder matte eye tints, and this is in the shade Cork. This is described as a taupe brown. So I'm just gonna apply this all over the lid, just kind of for like a base shade here. And then I'm gonna take one of the chromatic eye tints. This is in the shade Sheen. I feel like maybe I could have just done this and skipped the other shade, but I did want to try out one of the matte shades. I am going to be doing a swatch video for both the matte liquid eyeshadows and also the chromatic liquid eyeshadows, where I swatch every single shade. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already and you want to see those videos. And then I'm going to take this shade right here, which is kind of similar to almost that Sheen shade in the liquid eyeshadow. This is the shade Unite. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here, which is a matte shade, and this is the shade 1979. I'm going to take a little bit of that on the blending brush, and I'm just going to kind of pinch it to make the brush smaller, and I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line. And then I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. And I'm going to use the Limitless Lash Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. They did launch another mascara. They're like voluminous mascara. That one is nice too, but this one is still definitely my favorite. I feel like it just, my lashes do the best with it. My lashes tend to just like go straight down after I apply mascara, but this one I feel like does kind of help hold a curl pretty well, and I just like how it looks. I feel like it separates the lashes nicely where it doesn't look like clumpy or heavy. So this is definitely one of my actual like favorite mascaras that I have ever tried actually. Alright, and then for the lips, I'm going to use the Balmy Tint Lip Balm in the shade Wanderlust, which is this really pretty like red shade. I have done a swatch video for all of the ILIA lip balms if you are interested. These are so nice. They feel really, really nice on the lips, very moisturizing, and I really like that you can kind of build the color up if you want. You can go for more of like a sheer look, or you can kind of build up the color for a bolder color, which is really, really nice. And then I'm going to top it with a lip gloss. I'm going to top it with the Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil. This is in the shade Saint. And this is kind of like a reddish type of shade too, so I think this will go really nicely with that lip balm. Then lastly, I'm going to set my makeup with the Blue Light Filter Protect Set Mist. I really, really like this. I'm almost out of the one that I have. I have a backup. I love it so much. It's definitely one of my favorite makeup setting sprays. I like that it has that blue light protection here, and also the mister on this is really nice. It's a really fine mist, so it doesn't mess up any of your makeup when you apply it. Sometimes makeup setting sprays, the mister can really kind of make or break the product, because if it mists too like aggressively, then it can mess up your makeup and make it look all splotchy. But this one is really, really nice. The mist is just really nice and fine, so it doesn't mess up your makeup. All right, so this is the completed look. I think it's so pretty, really nice for fall with that red lip. I'm much more impressed with this product now that I don't have acne. I'm definitely going to want to test it out even more because it just applied so beautifully on the skin. My skin just looks so pretty and healthy and smooth. Also, this powder is so nice. It's such a soft, like lightweight powder. It gives like a little bit of that like blurring effect, and also helps to like set your makeup without getting rid of all of that like glow underneath. So yeah, if you want to check out anything that I used in today's video, I will have everything listed and linked in the description box below. If you're new to my channel and are not already subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I talk about all things beauty, skincare, fashion, and home decor. So if any of that stuff interests you, I would love it if you would join me and subscribe to my channel. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all for my next video.